right, welcome back to Big Sherm's Juke Joint Renovation. We're going to be working on the exterior today in the eaves and trying to get some of that stuff figured out. Get some of that rod out of there and getting it ready for kilsing and painting and eventually hooking up some lights and some other cool stuff. So we're going to work on that, and we're also going to work on, I decided to use those columns that I got from my neighbor, and we're going to concrete those in permanently, and we'll do that at the end of the video. So we're going to work on the exterior today. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Sherman appreciates it. And tell your friends, check it out, have fun, enjoy, comment, like, subscribe, hate, it's all good. We like it all. Anyway, thanks again for joining us, and we're going to continue with this juke joint, low budget, no budget renovation. Thanks again. All right, enjoy. Okay, here we are on the underside of the eave thing here. We got to fix this little patched in area. There's some rot there, obviously. And this has been kind of reworked several times here, so this needs our attention. So we're going to work on that today. All right, so that just kind of fell right off, but there's a lot of water damage here. So I'm gonna have to, I could replace the whole thing, but I think I just want to, because that's really solid here. And I don't want to take that trim piece off and open that whole deal up. So I think I'm just gonna try to cut it back and then find out how it looks under there and then kind of go from there. So I'm just gonna cut it back. I'm gonna use a piece of blue tape. I'm just gonna line it up and then use it as my cut line. We'll see what's under there. I don't know. All right, so we got most of that out, and I just wanted to point out that I did come across a little bit of rot on this inside board here. So I'm gonna have to address that for sure. And I think the rest is gonna be just putting up some new sheeting. I'll get this out of there. But we're gonna have to fix this right here. There's some rot on that board. So I'll try to find out where it starts, then get it to that nearest joist or whatever, and then I'll put a new piece in there. So I'm gonna take a look at that. All right, so we got this piece of wood fitted up, which is good. We're gonna mud those joints in and add the trim later. Well, we gotta fix this spot here. So what I did is I just took a scrap piece, put it up here, traced it out. Now I'm gonna cut that piece out and put some supports in there and just patch it up. Here. Yay. Great news. All right, so it's going pretty good. I got these holes kind of filled in and mudded in. This will dry, and then tomorrow I'll add the caulk and the trim and all that kind of stuff. But that's pretty good because that's a lot less holes than we did have, as you saw before. Still got to mud this section in, but it's getting there. I'm just gonna use caulk. Mud sucks. All right, it's a beautiful Saturday morning here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and we're back on the Juke joint. I threw my back out, so I've been out of commission for a couple weeks, but we're gonna try to catch up today on all the stuff I kind of left hanging. The first thing we're gonna do is get these set in concrete because I like these, I like the way they look, and we're gonna go ahead. Okay, so here we go. I did kind of the dry mix where you just put the dry concrete in the hole and add water, mix it up in the hole, rather than mix it up in the wheelbarrow, which is quick and cool. So this worked. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. All right, that was a fun episode. We appreciate you guys hanging out and watching the progression of this project. We'll be back next episode with more Big Sherm's Juke Joint renovations. Thanks again for joining us, and we really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Tell your buddies that, you know, we're doing some low budget stuff over here. Come check it out. Might be fun. All right, see you next time. Thanks again from me and Sherm and Big Sherm.